Hey everyone, it is Icedhazelnut, and I am coming to you with some. So I cut up. I guess I did it off screen. I cut up two magazines I had gotten. I'll show you the pictures here. Screenshots from. It was in a Goodwill haul, and they were, what are they called? The Chevrolet. I have it here somewhere. They were two magazines called. Here's the little logo. I cut out a couple of the little logos. From 78 and 79. Oh my gosh, I can't get it out. There it is. I am doing fantastical. The Vintage Chevrolet Club of America. So, there it is. So I got that from there's two magazines. It was in 1978 and 1979. So these were the covers, and I cut them out. Of course, the covers were in color. The covers were the only thing in color, so everything else in the magazine was black and white. So I cut out some little pictures, some advertisements. Here they're advertising because a lot of the Chevrolets are from the early days, as you could see. These are old 1930s, whatever, and then they're showing like the styles of dress the women wore in the 1917 here. So what I was doing is going through some of these pictures since they're black and white. What I did, here's some bigger ones. Now, you saw the covers were in color, right? Well, the back covers were not in color, but they're thicker paper. So see, that was the very back, so they're a little more slick and thicker. So what I want to do is color this with an alcohol marker, which I already did one. This is one of the pictures inside. It's thinner paper. I want to color that too. I don't know what color I want to color it. I want to show you. I want to colorize, and I've done it before, colorize some black and white photos. This was black and white. Oh my gosh, I love the way this turned out. So yeah, so that was, I used this one. I used the Arteza alcohol marker. Alcohol-based dye ink, it says there. Hold on, let me get a little more light. I'm trying not to get a lot of glare. I think the glare is coming up here. So here it is. Oh my gosh. One day I will figure out the lighting. So these are the Everblends. I found these like 2 years ago or so at Pop Shelf, one of the first Pop Shelves in our area. And the whole set was $10. I've never worked with alcohol markers before, and for 10 bucks I figured, let me try it, and I really like these. So I use that for this one. I want to color this. I just want to show you like different things you can do, and then eventually I want to use this in one of my glue books, journal books, whatever. So let's see, which one shall I use? I'm gonna get this so it's not as glary. Luckily the photo itself isn't too shiny. It's semi-matte, I would call it. Let's go in really close. There we go. Try to keep it in frame, and then I'll start coloring it. This is, so we don't know from it being black and white what color it was actually in real life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this. This is number R30 Burgundy. R30 Burgundy. Right? So let's see how this goes. It could go really good or it could go really bad. I guess it doesn't really matter. Ooh. Hey. Not bad. Not bad. I really can't see in here like where the well goes. I'm assuming it goes down here. So we'll do a little here. Just looks darker, which it should, because shadows, right? Try not to color on the silver part, the chrome. That is cool, I gotta say. Very, very cool. And if I wanted to, on this one, since it's a little lighter in the background than this, if I wanted to, I can make these trees green. And I was thinking about it, but ultimately I settled on not doing that. Oh God, I really love this color. Blue is my favorite color. All different kinds of blues. Okay, so I did that. It's pretty quickly. Yeah, see how it got a little lighter as it's drying more. Oh, you know what? Where's that color? What is it, burgundy? Yeah, burgundy. I just saw little spots where, yeah. There we go. Coolio. Love it. Could even, there's a little grassy patch there, and back here there's grass. But I'm just gonna leave the cars colored like that. So love those. And then there's this guy. I don't know, should I color it? What color would that be? Should I pick a crazy color for it? You know what? I think I'm gonna go Parisian blue. It looks like a lilac though. See, it looks like a purple. Yeah, Parisian blue. So Parisian blue P27. Okay. Hold on, let me leave these guys on in case it goes through, because this is a thicker, these are thicker like they were the back. And there's two here. There's this, which is just this guy in the background, that. It's more of the showroom there. And here's that. Okay, here we go. Let's see how Parisian blue, aka like a lilac, looks. Ooh. Well, this is really light, so that's cute. Trying to make them more even here. Even Stevens. That looks cute. It's cute. Very cute. Alright, so let's see. Where does this guy go? There we go. So, there it is. The violet color. Parisian blue, it's called. I like that. So, just showing you how you can experiment with black and white photos, colorizing them. I haven't tried coloring any black and white, especially this type. Like if it's slick, colored pencils won't work, but I'm assuming you could with, like here. These are not super slick. They're matte. So, this one too. Actually, let's try one. I don't have my... Oh, do I have any Prismacolor out? No, I don't. Oh, wait, I might. Hold on. Is this Prismacolor? No, this is a... Oh, So Color, I think it's called. Do I have any Prismas new? Like the little ones that... Nope. These ones I liked. I got from the Soucolor, Soucolor. Here's a Prisma, but they break easily. Yeah, so this color is red, crimson red. What should we color? Yeah, you can color crimson red on black and white with color pencil. But, I mean, you can see... Well, this is because of the back. Do I have anything... It's picking up the... Let's try here. There's a magazine, see if it comes out smoother. Yeah, a little smoother. Not by much, though. I thought it was this green here. Has a little texture, but it still looks texturized. I'm just experimenting. Now let's see what happens if I use a blender. Oh yeah. See? See how darker it gets too with the blender? Color pencil. So this is a... Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So that's I use the Crimson Prismacolor. This is an older one. And a blender. A Prismacolor blender. There. So, yep. So that's it. I'll show you how I use these in a little bit. Use them in my glue booking. So for you, it'll be seconds. For me, maybe even a few days. See you on the other side. Hey everyone, it is Icedhazelnut, and I'm coming to you with an update on my glue book, junk journal glue book. Okay, so I did this page. I love this. I love these guys. I think I showed it in my last update. I had put, I think, these three. So I added this pocket. It's a clear pocket. And then the cards that came with them. Sorry. Yeah, some extra cards. And then I have these cards. So those were extras. So some stickers I didn't use. And then the other stickers I used around here. So, and I used alcohol marker to color some of that white, but before I could color here behind the pocket, it's white. But I have the cards there, so no biggie. Let's see what else. Ooh, I'm sleepy. Where should I go next? Here. did this. This is Wild. This she was the original page, but I liked her animal print shirt or dress, so I added this the big cat and the cubs. And then here I wrote I want to add more there. I don't know what yet though, but those are the scientific names for big cats, different big cats. So I used a gold pen, gold metallic pen to put the names. So there, I'll bring it closer. There we go, we can see it better there. So we'll I'll figure out what to put here, what else to put. And then just some magazine cutouts I had, and I just liked, they blended in well, I thought, with the natural colors, the browns, the earth tones. And then tonight I worked on oh, I did this. I don't know if I showed this. Did I show this? Maybe not. I did this black and white. I kept it all black and white except for that butterfly. Cutouts, old-timey car there. Hey, there's David Byrne in the corner of Talking Heads. And then I wanted to write something, so I wrote that crochet videos, handmade gifts. I didn't know what else to put, but since I crochet, I figured, why not? Why not? Ooh, I've done a lot. So I did this also. This is from that. Okay, so what I just showed, the car, I colored that car. I cut it out completely. I love the way that turned out. It was a black and white car. I used was it Maya blue? Could be. Whatever I used, you just saw. Show how I color some black and white pictures. So I like the way that turned out. And the other thing I worked on tonight, and I love this so much, and it was my sister's idea. They had bought, I'm not a big cereal eater, but they had bought the like the Count Chocula, and I think they got the Frankenberry too, or Blueberry, one of the two. And before she remembered, she threw out one of the boxes, but Count Choc she saved, and she said, here, before I forget and throw it out, use this for your glue booking. I'm like, oh, thanks. So I did, and I love the way it turned out. So this was the Count Chocula cereal box. So Jim Henson did the Count Chocula, Blueberry, and Frankenberry, and the Jim Henson Company, I should say. I love it. So it's their 70th anniversary of Jim Henson's Monsters, Muppets. And I grew up with Jim Henson. I love Jim Henson Muppets, the Sesame Street Muppets, and the Muppet Show. And I just love, they did a fantastic job on these. Count Choc, Blueberry, Frankenberry. I love it so much. So, yeah, I love the way that turned out. So those are all my updates for this book, at least. I haven't worked in the other books since, last week. And, a couple of the prior weeks, so last 3 weeks. So, until next time, thanks for watching. Catch you later.